So I'm making these brownie style, which means I'm starting with my butter and sugar. This is 3/4 cup of melted butter, which is 1.5 sticks. Unsalted butter, of course. To that I'm adding 3/4 cup of light brown sugar, 1/4 cup of granulated sugar. We use more brown sugar here because it gives a really nice molassesy flavor. It makes them a little more chewy. If we did more granulated sugar, they'd be more crispy. And then 1 egg, room temperature. 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, that gives that really great oatmeal raisin flavor, and then 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt. So give this a whisk, make sure all the sugar gets incorporated. You can smell that cinnamon, nice and toasty. And if you give these a good whisk like this, they should get a nice crackly top. All right, that looks good. To this, I'm adding 1 cup of all-purpose flour. Level it off. 2 cups of rolled oats. Really important that these are the old-fashioned kind and not quick cooking because you want to get that great chew and texture from the oats. And quick cooking oats will just kind of dissolve into the batter and not give it any texture. And then we have 1 cup of raisins. Now, the test kitchen's kind of divided half and half between raisin lovers and raisin haters. I personally am a fan of raisins, but I know a lot of people don't like them, so if you don't, you could always sub in chocolate chips, you could do dried cherries, you could do some other kind of delicious dried fruit, or just leave them out and make them like oatmeal blondies. I'll just fold this together. I love that you don't need any special equipment for this. No mixer necessary. You just need a bowl and a spatula and a whisk, I guess. All right, this is looking moistened. So I have an 8-inch baking pan. I've buttered it, lined it with parchment paper so it's really easy to remove. So I'll just add the batter to the pan, just like that. I'll kind of press it in with a little mini offset. You could always dampen your fingers and use those as well so you don't get sticky fingers. Just smoothing this out. Because it's such a thick batter, you really have to make sure it's a nice even layer here. Just like that. It is so easy. Now these are going into the oven. It's set at 350 degrees. I'm gonna bake them for 25 to 30 minutes until a toothpick inserted in the center comes out clean. So I took these out of the oven. I let them cool completely. My kitchen smells amazing right now. And I'm just gonna run a knife around the edges of the pan to make sure we don't have too much stickage here, which it sounds like there might be a little bit. You can hear how crispy those edges are. Let's see if that's good. Now this is why we have those little flaps. This is perfect. It's gonna come out clean. Just like that. And you can see all of the crackly edges. That is from mixing in the melted butter and giving it kind of a vigorous stir. That gives it that nice crackly effect on top. So I'm just gonna cut these into squares. Wow, I can tell these are gonna be really chewy. Delicious with those rolled oats. I'm gonna cut them into 16. Yum, these smell so good. All right, normally I'm an edge girl, but on these I think I have to go for a middle piece. I can see all of the rolled oats packed in there. Brown sugar, chewy bar. Those are so tasty. You really taste the brown sugar, the cinnamon in there. The raisins are delicious. Whether you're a raisin fan or a chocolate chip person, these are guaranteed to be a crowd pleaser. I hope you make these at home. Enjoy.